It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, it's the Commanders' veteran linebacker. He was all over the place last week with double-digit tackles and a sack. It's the Commanders and the Colts, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And his first look is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Edwards aware as they run out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He lets it fly for Lockett. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken around the 12. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading them out there, their 6'5 quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Carter once more. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defense is talking about. You got to find a way able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They go play action with Lawrence. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now.
Off of the end zone. This offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Carter. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a give to Carter. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A toss left side for Carter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that.
We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 5th and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of Thunder.
That play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for Carter. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 31. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on.
That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nice pickup of 4. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Michael Carter, his 1st touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Lockett. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Lockett, 73 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Beal.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a third down throw that misses the target, incomplete. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Now, if this was a clear day, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
On second down, a run with Carter. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. On third down, here's Carter. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Well, he does have a good leg, I'll give him that, but not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Former first-rounder.
All know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there.
Great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will knot us up at 10. So he exercises a few demons by getting that one to go, but tie game, so those 2 misses could still loom large.
They'll probably hang over him the rest of the way, you have to think. But now you get a fresh start. All even. Time for that defense to rise up and get the ball back.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Made a break for the end zone.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw here. Back-to-back catches here for Carter. Second and 9 now. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the
display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. And last time able to get 3.
It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters.
Now Lawrence.
And he'll just get rid of it. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to get. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
It's a screen play here for Carter.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 14. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Back to throw again.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Draw play, Carter.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He finds his man Johnson. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's Lawrence.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of timeouts from here forward. Lawrence on third down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our
bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Out to his left. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Chalk that up as their first as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, Lawrence. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now we get a... Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready. Come on, set.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3. Just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now Carter to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle to Smith. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being... They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Carter straight ahead.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. Now a play fake here on first down.
That's complete to his running back, Carter. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They'll drop to throw.
Tries the right side, finding Woods here.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The Commanders going to bring out the field goal unit
from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch signaled for, and had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Back to throw.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw again. That's a screenplay here for Carter. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out left to Dotson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Second and 11. He finds his man complete. It's Beal. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And the Washington offense heading out. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll escape to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge on here to punt it away. And this one's high, but not very far. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
I'm ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The offense on third down, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence.
Over the middle, it's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
So they'll trudge off the...
Bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They'll start on the ground. Carter.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Carter once more.
Ooh, with a juke. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They'll look to throw now on first down.
They'll set up the screen to Carter.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw here.
Complete. It's Dotson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 19-yard line.
They'll run with Carter.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down.
Lawrence.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Here's Lawrence.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete. So a failure to connect on second down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Running left on the handoff, Carter. And he's got it to about the 40.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Carter.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They'll look to throw here. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and that'll keep this a 9-point game.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, He stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On third down, Lawrence. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. But to throw again is Lawrence. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now Lawrence is going to get his guys to go quickly. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now, Lawrence. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, but even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A give up the middle to Carter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another tote for Carter. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So a victory here for the Commanders. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now